We are 138.
Hi, Eric Chasko, Redemption Kettlebell Gym. I want to take a few minutes and just go over a kind of cool new exercise we've been doing for the past few weeks here at the gym. It's a push-up variation called the screwing or the screw push-up. First of all, the setup. We're going to set this up like a regular push-up. We're going to put the hands right under the shoulders. I'm going to spread my feet a little bit wider for a base of support here. Pull the shoulders in place. Just make sure you're nice and stable, abs are tight. I'm going to start by dropping one elbow down and slightly in, and then rolling to the top of my hand, and then screwing myself back up. This is where the push-up gets its name. So a couple key points. Notice how I do not collapse, okay? I've got space here between my body and the floor. Another point is that I turn the palm up. This arm, my body is flattening this arm or trapping it to the floor. On the way back up, I screw the heel of my hand into the mat. So to kind of show from an angle here, a side position, I drop the elbow in, roll, and roll back up. So, what makes this unique? This is a little bit harder. It places a little more emphasis on the triceps and on the shoulders, but really where this exercise is a little bit unique is we're really looking to trap that elbow and to mobilize that elbow. So we're kind of putting the elbow joint into some extreme flexion and range, and we're working the radius and the ulna rolling over each other. So what this does, this helps mobilize the elbow joint. This is kind of an extreme version of the elbow circles that we do. The elbow takes a beating in a lot of active lifestyles, especially in the gym, where we're doing lots of pushing and pulling. So what ends up happening over time is the elbow joint can get a little bit sticky. This can lead to tendonitis and just other little kind of pains, which can definitely inhibit performance. They can also inhibit lifestyle, though, as anybody who's dealt with pain knows. This is especially true for anyone involved in combat sports, okay? Or combat arts, I should say, rather. Grappling and wrestling are big ones because the arms get attacked a lot in grappling, especially in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Anytime you're placing that limb, that elbow, under load, so any racket sports, anything like that, the elbow gets really sticky and takes a bit of a beating. So having an exercise that not only helps to mobilize that, but then strengthens that mobility, that makes that mobility more meaningful to the brain, to the nervous system. So that will allow, over time, greater increases in mobilization. More importantly, by strengthening that mobility, by strengthening that joint up and that movement, what we do is we create a bigger mat for that joint, which allows greater potential for performance and for strength. What this also does, though, is this lessens potential for injury because the brain actually starts to build a bigger map for this area and can now produce force through it, so you're allowed to do more with that joint. Not only do we increase our potential for performance, but we also increase our buffer zone, our safety zone for that joint. So it starts to become much harder to injure it. One little side benefit of this as well, outside of the health benefit, a performance benefit we'll call it, is we get the opportunity to build strength not just linearly, but in kind of a rotational or a spiral fashion. If you're into combat arts, you'll notice that your striking actually gets more fluid and more powerful because we're sophisticating this pushing motion. The screw or screwing push-up, definitely something you should be putting in your arsenal. Should go without saying that if you're having a difficult time with push-ups, this is a little advanced. So you want to really strengthen your push-up up before breaking into the screwing or screw push-up. So screw push-up, screwing push-up, whichever name you like better. Play around with that, have fun with it. Eric Chasko, Redemption Kettlebell Gym. Until next time.
Do you think we're robots?